The Communication Department's main purpose is to build bridges of hope. This involves creating communication channels between the church and the community for the gospel's sake. We are delighted to share with you some of what we were able to accomplish during the period under review in line with the conference's strategic initiatives. We established a communication points table for informing and evaluating each church on its readiness for effective communication. Based on the reports, we've seen improvements in the implementation of technology to enhance worship and evangelism in most churches. To encourage increased utilization of Adventist identity standards, we did the following: prepared a sample church sign and letterhead to demonstrate the use of Adventist identity standards. We created a content management system, CMS, for local church websites based on Adventist living pattern and facilitated website requests through Net Adventist and third-party platforms. We provided 15 new websites for local churches over the period. We conducted an online evangelism program dubbed Net 2018 Links, Staying Connected to the Power of God. The series began on February 18 and ran until March 10 and was hosted by the Portmore SDA Church. Services began at 7:30 p.m. each night and were streamed live on the CJC's Facebook and YouTube pages and the conference website. 15 churches served as downlink sites where members watched the nightly services. An average of 4,000 persons watched the program online each evening. It was also broadcast on NCU TV. 65 persons were baptized during the series. To educate our members on the effective use of media and technology for witnessing, worship, fellowship, and spiritual growth, we were able to do the following: conduct 3 Tech Talk workshops in each parish to introduce the strategic plans for the department. We conducted annual communication workshops as follows. For 2015 to 2016, we established a Church Communicator Certification Program through the CJC's IICM. 30 persons were certified over the period. During our audio technician workshop in 2016, a total of 218 persons were certified in areas of basic sound engineering. In 2017, we conducted a communication workshop at the Spanish Town Church, where 101 persons attended. In 2018, we held a 4-day online communication workshop. Presentations were done by persons in the US, Jamaica, and Canada. Over 100 persons registered for the workshop. We also conducted and participated in local church and district communication workshops to inform members on the role of the communication department and the use of technology in ministry. We published and distributed 200 copies of a communication handbook that outlines the duties and responsibilities of the local church communication leader. The department established a crisis communication policy committee and conducted training for institutional leaders and pastors in crisis communication. As a result, we have seen much improvement in the handling of communication during a crisis. We created media programs that highlighted the current Adventist lifestyle through health practices, family life, community outreach, and doctrines. Here are some of the features that were done. A feature on a fundamental doctrine on Lifeline at least once per month or quarter. I Want to Live Healthy video series that promoted Adventist health practices in association with the Health Ministries Department. A video feature on Palmetto Gardens intervention during flooding. Video features on Osei Week of Kindness and Youth Summer Camp that highlights community impact projects. We redesigned the conference's website to meet identity standards and the needs of users. Approximately 106 articles were prepared by the department and posted to the conference's website. We also created websites for Camp Verley, H.S. Walters, Willadine Group of Schools, and Wheel. The department was able to assist the Treasury Department in establishing an online giving website to accept donations on behalf of the conference with persons using their credit or debit cards. The website was launched in May 2017. Over $11 million have been collected through this platform so far by over 150 users. We sent 407 editions of the eFocus Weekly Advisory between 2014 and 2018. We published 2 editions of the Central Focus magazine and distributed 2,000 plus copies between 2016 and 2017. We published 4 editions of the CJC Conference's calendar and distributed 6,000 plus copies between 2014 and 2018. Other publications included information bulletins for Wheel and our online giving website. Over 5,000 copies of each were distributed. Our department hosts 4 weekly radio programs that are broadcast on Love 101 and NCUFM, Lifeline on NCUFM, Heralds of Hope on Love 101, Morning Manna on Love 101, Devotional Digest on NCUFM. We currently host copies of our radio programs on SoundCloud for easy access to listeners and sharing online. The conference currently uses the following social media platforms for official communication and sharing of content as follows: Facebook with 2,647 followers, Instagram with 524 followers, Twitter with 316 followers, YouTube with 1,441 subscribers, SoundCloud with 40 followers. We posted 82 tracks over the period, and Flickr, where we hosted over 24,000 photos. We acquired new hardware and software to improve the quality of service provided by the Communication Department. Camp Verley, for the first time, now has its own internet connection with a service provider. The department published at least 8 articles in the Gleaner. 3 articles were published in the Adventist Review and Adventist News Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Noel McLennan, consultant pediatric surgeon at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. I'm also an ordained elder at the Crescent Seventh-day Adventist Church in Central Jamaica Conference. I find myself having to be at the hospital almost 7 days a week. Therefore, I find it difficult to physically go to church or go to the different meetings. Therefore, I keep in contact through eFocus and through the many online platforms that have been provided by the Central Jamaica Conference. In fact, recently I was able to attend a crusade online. That's the NET 2018 crusade, which was held in Portmore. And I was able to follow many of the sermons on many nights simply by watching online. So I'm here to promote and endorse the efforts that have been carried out and that are being carried out by the Central Jamaica Conference Communications Office, as well as the wider leadership on the online platforms. And I encourage all of my colleagues and as well as others who are unable to physically attend to participate online, attend the church services online, and attend the activities of the church online.
It has been an enriching and exciting journey to manage communication in a world that has changed so much in the last 4 years. We're grateful for the support of the administration of CJC and the leaders of the local churches in this aspect of the mission. As we look forward to the second coming of Jesus, we hope to continue to use all media to enhance the preaching of the gospel into all the world.